Now that I've seen it, I can't unsee it. So the other day, a Reddit user posted this photo to Reddit. It's of his apartment at night. He had been complaining of hearing rustling noises in his apartment over the last couple nights. Many users thought they could kind of see something in this area of his kitchen, but I couldn't, so I looked at the brightened version. This is the photo brightened. And I know what you're gonna say, yes, it does look like Keanu Reeves, but look at how tall he is compared to the fridge. But it gets so much worse. This is a video he took of his apartment at night where you can see something happen to the light in the kitchen. But let's look at the brightened version. Yes, it's terrifying, but is it a ghost?
It was just revealed that the 51 intelligence officials who claimed Hunter Biden's laptop from hell was Russian disinformation were not only lying, they were coordinated by the Biden campaign itself. This was corruption at the highest level, and it was a hoax perpetrated by Biden, Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, and partisan intelligence officials to cover up the truth about the Biden crime family's grotesque influence peddling and corruption. Joe Biden stood in front of the world on the debate stage, you remember that, and lied about the biggest scandal in American history. There has never been a scandal like this one. What Congressman James Comer and Jim Jordan have revealed about the Biden crime family would be Watergate times 10 if this news was revealed just 10 years ago. Our fake news media is corrupt at a level like never seen before. There has never been anything like it. If this kind of information came out in the past, writers would be getting Pulitzer Prizes when Pulitzer Prize meant something. It doesn't mean very much anymore. Yes, our media is totally corrupt.
Eats driver texted his wife that he was making one final delivery before heading home. But he never showed up, and that is because Randall Cook was brutally murdered last week in Pasco County, allegedly at the hands of Oscar Solis, a convicted felon with gang ties who is now back behind bars. Fox 13's Ariel Placencia is following this story live from the Pasco County Sheriff's Office. Ariel, how do detectives think this all happened?
Well, investigators say they found Randall Cook's wedding ring and car keys inside the suspect's home. So as Cook was attempting to deliver his food, the sheriff says the suspect pulled him inside and then later killed him.
Like I said, 1 minute at a time, not even 1 day, but 1 minute.
Brittany DeZoba and her family are devastated after her stepfather, Randall Cook, was killed while delivering food for Uber Eats.
This man murdered my stepdad, my mom's husband. For no reason. We don't know them. We don't know this guy.
Last Wednesday, the Pasco sheriff said Cook texted his wife he was making one last delivery, but he never came home. So she reported him missing, and detectives reached out to Uber Eats.
They were able to provide us some information and his last known GPS coordinates.
That's how detectives ended up at Oscar Solis' home on Moog Road in Holiday. Eventually, they talked to Solis' roommate, who shared video with them.
You can actually see the victim walking up to the house to deliver food, but the video cuts off at that point.
Investigators say they later learned that Solis carried several trash bags around the side of the house. And on Friday, they discovered a body at the home on Moog Road.
Unfortunately, what we found inside of some of those trash bags was human remains.
Solis is being held under no bond. This is video of him in court on Tuesday.
This person, you always say the word evil, but this is demonic.
Arrest affidavits show Solis was released from the Indiana State Prison System in January of this year. He was arrested for burglary and assault and moved to Florida after being released. However, he did not register with the county for being a convicted felon. The sheriff saying today that Solis has gang ties.
You're talking about a very violent individual that Indiana released and sent down to Florida.
Solis' father used to live at the house on Moog Road, the sheriff told us. But he moved out when his son came down to Florida. Last week, the suspect's father is the one who had ordered the Uber Eats food for Solis, food that was delivered by Cook.
And I'll tell you this. I kept asking, what's the connection?
The sheriff is hoping these two individuals might have some information, saying the pair was in the Moog Road house about an hour before the crime happened.
The suspect may be a gamer, so maybe that's why these other kids are over there.
If you recognize them, please call the Pasco Sheriff's Office. Meanwhile, the family just wants answers.
Just knowing she has to come home every day to her husband not there. They shared so many amazing memories together, but that's the only thing we can look up is just he wanted her to be happy. He doesn't want her to see her like this at all.
Now, motive is still a big question that needs to be answered. The sheriff only saying the two did not have a relationship. The suspect and victim did not know each other, and just calling this crime a gruesome one. Haley, Linda.
Okay, it was just a man out there doing his job like anybody else. This is all just so senseless. Ariel, thank you.